Misty here. Welcome to weeks 19 and 20 keto update. Before this video progresses, I just want to warn you that there may be cursing or crying or both. So if you are opposed to that kind of language, or if you are in a public place listening, you probably don't want to be. So, this video is also going to be more probably health related than keto related, but I am going to talk about the last 2 weeks. I am going to lean back a little bit. So for those of you who are new, I'm Misty, clearly, and I started keto on March 6, 2017 at 425 pounds, and I weighed in on Sunday at 398. So finally. And of course, and thank goodness Rob saw it, because he's like, 398, and I was like, what? He's like, yeah. I'm like, let me go get my phone. It didn't weigh that again, but Rob saw it, so he knows. So hopefully when I do my official weigh-in next weekend or the weekend after next, it will be 396 or it will be 394. So that's all I can hope for. So week 19 as far as keto was great. I stayed on plan. I was eating. I'm pretty sure I was tracking. Someone messaged me to make my MyFitnessPal public. I had no idea that I had to do that. So if you didn't want to friend me there or whatever that is, I don't even know, you can go see my diary. I've made it public, and that link is down below. Or it's just AtHomewithMisty, I guess. Week 19 was perfect eating wise, and hell on earth is probably a good description. Actually the last 2 weeks have been hell on earth, and if you follow me on social media, you know that I mentioned last Wednesday, actually I posted a picture of my fasting blood sugar, and my blood sugar, I don't know if that was blood sugar before I went to bed, before I ate dinner, I don't remember, was hella high. The highest it's probably been in 5 or 6 months. Probably 6 months at least. So, for those of you who don't know, I think it was my week 17 update video, I posted that I finally got a diagnosis. I became symptomatic in October with muscle weakness, and it's just kind of blah since there. And I finally was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, which I believe is a form of muscular dystrophy. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I started medication the week of the 3rd. I think the last time I posted a video that wasn't a food video was July 5th, and I was responding to medication. So I called my regular doctor and asked when I could bump up, and he said Monday. So on Monday, July 10th, which was the start of week 19, yes, I upped my dosage. So I went from taking 90 milligrams 3 times a day, no, 30 milligrams 3 times a day, to 60 milligrams 3 times a day. And my body was like, nah, bish, nah. Immediately that night, and all the symptoms were at night, it was crazy. I started experiencing the most severe nerve pain. And if you've never had nerve pain, I've had several, like my pain management doctor and several other doctors tell you that it's not typical pain. It's not like if you bump your head, stub your toe, cut yourself. It's not that type of pain. It can manifest itself in different ways. And for me, it was burning and numbness. And I felt like I'd put my arms in a fire pit. And on top of all that, I had muscle jumping. We'll talk about the memory loss and brain issues in a little bit. But it was just this muscle right here. My thumb would be like, blah, 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 blah. And then on top of that, I started having insomnia. And I don't know. I don't know because like I wasn't tired. I wasn't sleepy. I wasn't tired. But I couldn't sleep. And it was just by Wednesday I was over it. And so I told my husband Rob, I was like, I wonder if this is all related. And unfortunately, the neurologist I saw was out of town. So I did send a message, but I just heard back today. I go see her on Friday. This is Monday the 24th. Jace. So I called the doctor's office and I'm like, is he available at all this week? And she's like, I don't think so. She's like, what's going on? Because they know me. They know my first name. They know my voice probably. I said, he's starting me on a new medication. I bumped up this week and I said, I've been having this, this, and this. And she's like, oh gosh. And I was like, yeah. I said, I don't know what's going on. So when I got in to see him on Friday, he's like, what's up? And I told him and he's like, oh gosh. And he said, and his first reaction was, I'm not changing your medication. And I said, I don't want you to. I said, I realize that you took a risk even prescribing this for me because it's not something he has any experience with. And I said, and I said, I'm just here for you to help me sleep and help me deal with the nerve pain. So he said, let's just go ahead and bump back down. And he said, I can prescribe you something to sleep. And I was like, well, I said, I don't want anything that's going to make me sleep, walk, drive, eat, or shop. And he was like, so no Ambien. And I was like, to be quite honest, I would rather just take something over the counter. I said, I said I would have taken like a Tylenol PM or something, but the drug I'm on, apparently you're not supposed to, it doesn't play well with acetaminophen. Well, I'm allergic to ibuprofen. So I was like, what am I going to take? What am I going to do? Sorry, I am having a really hard time today. So if you see me really fidgeting, it's because I can't get comfortable. But anyway, so he's like, well, and I woke up that morning with pressure in my head. I'm like, am I having a sinus infection on top of this? I told him, I said, he's like, are you all right? I was like, no, I'm not all right. I said, I'm pissed. I said, I'm pissed that we get something figured out and then something else has to happen. So he's like, just cut back down on the medication. He's like, you've got some swelling. He's like, but it's allergies. It's not a sinus infection. He said, most of those over-the-counter sleeping agents are Benadryl anyway. He's like, so take a Benadryl. That'll help your head. And I said, okay. And he's like, come back if that doesn't help. So that night, I made the dumb mistake. So I saw him on Friday. I called on Wednesday. On Thursday, I told Rob, I was like, I think it's this medication. I'm going to just go without it. Don't ever do that. That was the dumbest damn mistake I've probably ever made in my life. Because I was basically already eating tramadol like Tic Tacs. And I didn't take it to work with me because I refuse to take medication like that when I'm at work. And I had a rough day. And I didn't sleep. So it was just like Thursday was hell. So Friday when I woke up, I didn't take my medication before I went and saw him. So I've been taking a pill at 9, 1, and 5 because it's supposed to give you 4 hours. And it hasn't been. It's been giving me a good hour and a half. But I realized how much that even just that short amount of time, my body's gotten used to that medication because it was rough. So Friday, I went ahead and cut back down to 30 and I slept that night. And I still had some nerve pain, but I didn't have it to the extent I did before. Time to readjust. So, sorry. Saturday and Sunday, it was a rough weekend. I feel like my body hasn't recovered from that. Like today, it's just like, oh my gosh. I did some meal prep yesterday, and I am paying for it today. So, start of week 20, I was doing my best to just stay afloat, to keep my head above water, And I just got to a point on Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday where I just said, fuck it. I was like, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to have to worry about, what I'm eating as far as this keto bullshit. I don't want to worry about having to prick my finger. I don't want to have to worry about taking a shot. I don't want to have to worry about taking pills. I'm over it. I'm done. The last year has been bullshit, and I'm done. Like, done. I'm so done. And I mean, last July I had a cancer scare and skin cancer scare, and then in August I had emergency gallbladder surgery. In September they found nodules on my thyroid. In October this stupid muscle weakness started. In November it was more nodules on the thyroid, and it's been the muscle weakness, and just so much. Just so much. And it's like I just can't. I just can't. And in that moment, on that day, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care enough. I don't care enough to worry about keto. I don't care. I didn't care about nothing. So I went off plan. And I told Rob, I was like, I'm going off plan. I said, I'm going off plan. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes, I'm sure. I said, I want to eat whatever I want to. I want to, I just want to be Misty. I don't want to be a diabetic or somebody who has myasthenia gravis, or, I don't want to care about keto. I didn't want to care about anything. I didn't want to care. And in that moment, I decided that my mental health mattered more than my physical health for that week. And we got Kentucky Fried Chicken. I ate that Tuesday. I can't remember what we ate on Wednesday. And I went to my therapist on Wednesday, and he's like, how you're doing? And I was like, I'm not. I said, I'm over it. And he was like, how over it? I was like, I'm not suicidal. I said, but I'm just done. I'm just done. I'm like, I just need a break. 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 And so it's just been so hard. And I know I'm going to get flack in the comments, and I don't care. You guys can say whatever you want to. But, I just needed not to worry about anything. And I didn't. And I didn't. So, I ate poorly on Tuesday, and I ate poorly on Wednesday. Felt like utter dog shit. Like, seriously. I was like, it is not even worth it, because I just feel worse. And so Thursday and Friday I got back on plan, and then Friday night I wanted animal fries from In-N-Out, so I went and had animal fries, protein style burger, but I wanted french fries. And then Saturday night I wanted french fries again. I don't know why I was craving potatoes, probably magnesium or something stupid. I had french fries again, and then yesterday we got right back on it. So I was shocked to shit to see that number on the scale, because when I woke up that morning, my body was like, what have you done to us? And I had to take something to help me get things moving. So I weighed in the morning, and I was like 408. And so after I was done, Rob's like, do you want to weigh again? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, 398. And I was like, holy cow. So, down 10 pounds. Thank you, sugar-free jelly beans, for that. It's probably TMI, but there you go. So, this week, I guess it's Monday, doing much better. I meal prepped, like I mentioned yesterday. So yesterday I cooked a roast with potatoes for Rob. I don't like pot roast, but I made him a pot roast that he can eat on for a couple of days. We had London broil. I guess it's top sirloin. I don't know what it's called. I did that, and we had green beans, and I made a tarragon garlic cream sauce. You guys will see that in our weekly dinner video. That'll go up Sunday. And for lunches this week, I made homemade ranch dressing, and I have some cut up cauliflower, cut up broccoli, and then I made some low carb sausage balls, and that's what I'm having for lunches this week. So yeah, and I had a Starbucks this morning. I immediately regretted it because I've just felt bad. I've felt bad for 2 days. Well, I felt bad for a year, but like I said, the last two weeks have just been horrible. So I posted on social media the numbers because I wanted to be held accountable, and that's why I almost didn't make this video. I was like, what am I going to talk about? And I thought about saying, keto reboot week 1 or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? No, it's a journey. It's a journey. There's going to be hills and valleys, and there's going to be moments where I'm successful and I'm in a good place mentally and I'm doing what I need to do. And there are going to be days where I'm hanging on by a thread, and I just have to make sure that the days on plan outweigh the days off of plan. And Rob and I have kind of talked about giving ourselves maybe 1 day a month, if we feel like we need it. It's been more me than him. He's not an emotional eater, though. I am an emotional eater. So I'm really trying my hardest to work on that. And I really wanted alcohol on Tuesday. I really wanted to just get drunk. And I was like, no, I'm not going to try to medicate that way. So this video was all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So there have been so many of you who have left such You guys have been amazing. Thank you. Every day I lose a little piece of me, and it's so hard. The last week, I haven't been able to type or really move my fingers. And there are days when I can't remember words. Little simple words. And I found a couple of groups on Facebook, and I joined them. Holy cow, what a mistake that was. I guess I'm not ready because, oh my gosh. Just reading about what so many people have been through with this disease is just absolutely terrifying. And there's still so many things that are not known about it. And it's just... I'm just really scared. I'm just really, really scared. So... what to say? Not wearing makeup today because I didn't plan on filming this video, number one. And number two, it's officially stupid hot in Texas. We've been over 100 the last couple of days here in the Dallas area. Got some thunderstorms last night. Thought it would help cool it off today. Nah, bish. And they're having a hard time controlling the humidity and heat in my building where I work. So it's just been... been a struggle. So sorry. I don't mean to just sit here and bawl my eyes out, but at the same time, this is real life. Go see the neurologist on Friday. And hopefully we will be able to reevaluate whether this medication is the right one, whether I need to matriculate up by taking smaller doses more frequently. I really hope we can do that. Immunosuppression therapy scares the flippin' flack out of me. So, yeah. If you are struggling, know that I care for you, and I hope that you can find strength to help yourself feel better. If you are struggling with keto, just remember it's a journey. It's not a race. It's not a sprint. I didn't wake up one morning 425 pounds. That took a lot of time, and it's going to take some time to get it off. And I think a 27-pound weight loss in 20 weeks is not bad. Do I wish it was more? Absolutely. Am I happy with that? Absolutely. And hopefully this week, my blood sugar will come back down. My fasting this morning was 170. And that's because of it's just been a little higher since last week. So, but yeah. So, I don't know about week 21. That's the week we're in right now. Like I said, I go to the doctor on Friday. If it's something that I can make sense out of, then I will share. If it's not, don't begrudge me if I need a break. We are filming our weekly meals as many times as we eat. Like tonight, Rob is having his pot roast. I probably won't eat because I had a lot of protein today for lunch, and I'm really not hungry. So I'll film as many of those as we have. And other than that, thank you so much for just sticking it out with me, for being here for me. I read all of your comments. I read every single one of them, and I am so sorry that I can't respond to everybody. It's getting really frustrating that I can't even type. I mean, I'm trying really hard not to focus on what's falling apart. Like what continues to fall apart, and I'm just trying to get to Friday. It's like Friday is just like this day where I'm just trying to get to Friday. So thanks so much. Again, you can feel free to follow me on social media. I have an Instagram account and I have a Facebook page. Normally those are pretty much synced. So if you're following one, you're probably following the other. What else? Again, I hope to have that video for you guys on Sunday about the weekly dinners. It may be just 3 or 4, it may be 2, I don't know, it just depends, but I will do my best. And my goal is to post on MyFitnessPal every day, so hopefully I can keep up with that. So thanks guys so much. I will see you soon. Bye for now.